Yeah, Will introduced me as an adoption advocate, but I'm not with any group. I'm just a citizen, like most of you. I just happened to start looking into adoption laws and saw some of the iniquities and fallacies of them. First thing I'd like to do is really thank Representative Chavez for her tenacity in bringing this bill up again. As many of you don't know, this isn't the first shot at this bill going in. And, you know, I just thank God that she's stubborn and tenacious and introduced it again this legislative session. I'd also like to extend my condolences. She recently lost her mother, but I'm very happy that you've made it here today. About 5 years ago, my partner and I decided that it was time to start a family. Quite frankly, we thought it would be relatively easy. Between the two of us, we've got 4 ovaries, sperm sample, modern medicine techniques, mix it all together, and then voila, we got a baby. Instant family. But like a lot of couples, we ran into infertility issues and everything that goes with that. So from that led us to looking at adoption. So I started investigating adoption in the state of Utah and found that Utah's adoption laws put quite a few children at risk. Utah's adoption laws currently bans cohabitating adults from becoming foster parents or adopting. What does this mean? To me, it means, the fact is, if I have a child, my partner and I are raising that child, we are the parents. If something tragically would happen to me and I die, my child can be ripped away from the only other parent it knows. And that's pretty much a travesty. Also, I have a brother who has 4 children. Him and his wife obviously got the baby-making gene. And they would really like, if something happened to them, for Brooke and I to adopt those children, to provide them all of the loving and legal protections and raise them. But Utah's current adoption ban, the adoption law, would rather have those children in foster care, non-permanent homes, than with the closest relative who happens to be gay. That puts children at risk. Our opponents, they say they don't want to alter the language to accommodate the few. The few they're talking about, it's these guys back here. It's the children. And I have to ask them, you know, how many is an acceptable risk for Utah's children? What's the number that's acceptable to put at risk? In 1999, Utah's Child Services placed 644 children with relatives. Since that time, it's dropped over 30% that have been placed with relatives. You can do the math. That makes over 200 children a year who are put at risk for no other reason. It wasn't an unsafe home, nothing. So to me, our opposition says there's over 200 children per year. It's okay to put them at risk. I don't believe that. And I know all of you don't believe that either. And the bill that Representative Chavez is sponsoring believes what I believe and you all believe, that risk should be 0. None of our children should be put at risk. We live in a state where there's more children per capita than any other state in the union. And it's up to us to protect every single one of those. Just like everyone is a citizen, all of us deserve equal rights, our children deserve our action. And the way you can go about that is to support this bill. It's actually relatively simple. Very simple for me to say it. Write, email, call your representative. Now I know that can be rather daunting, so I even have an easier way for you to do it. Simply go to equalityutah.org, go to the staff directory, and find Carrie Jones. There's that gal right there. What that will do is, you can read some cute things about her, but email her, and all you have to do is you can put adoption in the subject line, and she will hook you up. She will put you on the list where she will notify you when's the proper time, when's the best time, most effective time to email, call, write your representative. She'll also direct you to where you can get your representative. You can find it on the web, she'll help you. And the biggest bonus, which I think is really important, is she can send you some sample letters to get you started, because I know that can be sometimes the biggest hurdle. What do I write? We all have it in us, but sometimes we just need that little push. So I urge you, it's Jones on Equality Utah. Those are the only things you need to remember. I want to thank everyone here for coming out and supporting, and I'll turn it over to the next speaker.
Thanks, Bob.